Good people, welcome back to Beauty in the Frizz. My name is Cara. Whether you're new or returning, thank you so much for stopping by and hanging out with me today. Today I have a fun one for you. I'm going to be playing with the new Sugar High palette by Menagerie Cosmetics, as well as their Glow Blush. So if you want to see 3 looks with the palette and the swatches, keep watching this video. Let me know what you think. Were you able to get this one? Because it sold out super fast. And if makeup is your therapy and your love, if it makes you happy, and you want to connect with another enthusiast that feels the same way, definitely consider joining the community. I'd love to have you back. All right, let's get started. So this palette by Menagerie launched on April 9th, I believe. And look, it is so cute, inspired by the Sugar Glider. This is the first palette by Menagerie that has circle pans. I don't like when people change their pan shapes, but this palette is super cute. Menagerie is vegan and cruelty free. And one of the other launches that they had with this was the Best Buds Glow Blush. So I'm gonna swatch everything for y'all and we're gonna do 3 looks. I only have one other Menagerie palette, and that is the Indigo Ink palette, and I will compare the two, although there is no comparison. So here's the outside cover of the palette with the Sugar Glider on the front. And inside you see we have 12 shades with various finishes, and this is a pressed pigment and eyeshadow palette. I want to read to you the shade names because they're really cute. First we have Sugar Cube, Falling in Style, Sweet Varieties, and Yogurt Drop, Slice, Pouch Protective, Nom Nom, Joey. We have Snugglebug, Ruby, which I believe is the name of their Sugar Glider, Sugary Sweet, and Furry Friend. Taking a look at the swatches, I wouldn't say that this is a traditional rainbow palette, but I can see how someone could view this as a rainbow palette because you do have the full color spectrum of the rainbow. But I have really come to enjoy my Indigo Ink palette, and I know I'm gonna feel the same way about this one. I think that the mattes always blend well, and I love the shimmers. I feel like they have shimmers that really look wet on the eye, and I just love how those look. So I'm really excited to get into some looks with this palette. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the 3 looks. I'll be back at the end to show you my Indigo Ink palette. I don't think there's any comparison, but just to see, because it's the only other palette I have, and I'm gonna let you know which one I like better out of the 2. All right, so I'll be back at the end. All right, you guys, let's get into this first look with our Menagerie Sugar High palette. Let's see, where do we wanna go today? I have a bit of an idea. Let's start with the shade Joey today. This is an MSQ blending brush, and I'm gonna just go ahead and take that shade in the transition area. It's gonna set down the primer, which is Urban Decay Primer Potion. And because of my skin tone, this is not showing up super pigmented, but it's blending out fine. This is just gonna help us to create that gradient look that I like to have with no harsh lines. That's what we're working with. I'm gonna take the same brush and dip into Slice. And I'm gonna go ahead and take Slice in the crease. And I want to try to have both shades showing, so I'm just not going up as high. Starting with Pouch Protective on a BK Beauty A505 brush, I am going to dip into the pan and then spray it with my Mayron mixing medium that I keep in this spray bottle here. I'm going to go ahead and place this on the outer portion of the lid. Now I have not swatched this palette yet, so I don't know which ones are like duochromes or anything like that. This one appears to just be a metallic shimmer. Gonna take the same brush and dip into Nom Nom. I'm gonna spray this one as well. And so far, both Pouch Protective and Nom Nom are those types of shimmers that you can actually push in a bit. And that's a really pretty green. And I'm just making sure to overlap it with Pouch Protective just so it's like a nice blend and not a harsh line between the green and the orange. So it is gonna overlap a little bit, but it's not distorting the color really in any way. I'm gonna go back into my first brush, which is by Lavish, and it's just a tapered blending brush. I would like to go into the shade Furry Friend for my outer corner. I think that's gonna be a nice color to merge with Slice. And I'm just gonna deepen up the outer corner with that and give it just another dimension. These mattes are blending out really pretty, like really, really, really pretty. I'm just taking it over into the crease to just make this seamless. Switching to the What's Up Beauty R101 brush, I am gonna take Furry Friend, and I'm gonna place that underneath the lower lash line to tie the look together. And last but not least, for the inner corner, I am gonna go ahead into Sugar Cube with the same pencil brush. And I'm gonna spray this one. Now this one looks like a duochrome. There's like a pink and maybe like lilac shift. And here's our look. This is pretty much first impressions look, but I really do like this. It's very colorful. Let me know what you think. And before I finish the look off camera, let's get into this blush. Now, I know I already swatched this in the intro, but I'm swatching it for me right now for the first time. So I just want to get an idea. So this is a glow blush, so let's just see what it looks like. I'm just taking a powder brush by the brand Baddington, and we're gonna see what this looks like on the cheeks. Now, I can already tell you, if you don't like glowy blush, I would just use this more as a topper than a blush by itself. But I'm gonna just try it by itself because I wanna know what it looks like. Ooh, that's a lot. Don't know if I need all that. Okay, so yeah. I can definitely see the pigment. It's flipping from a peachy color to a gold. You see that right there? So that's what I'm noticing on my cheeks as well. Right here I see gold. See a little bit of peach, but then when I turn this way, you can kind of see that peach right there. Maybe it's just me, I don't know. Let me know, could be just me. That's interesting. I don't think I've tried a product like this. And now I feel like it's too much. Like when I'm looking right here, I'm like, okay, that's too much. Because that's where I will put my blush. So I'm thinking for this one, I would just prefer to keep it a bit higher up and not so much on the apples of the cheeks, because I don't know if I want shiny apple cheeks. You know what I mean? I don't know if I want that. But I do like that for up here. But right here, I don't know if I need it to be as glowy. I don't think it looks bad. I just don't know if I need it to be as glowy. I mean, I love the glow though, so this is, you know. So you can see, this is kind of odd. The jury's out on what I think about that, but I really do like the color, and I could also see myself using this glowy blush, like with my eyeshadow look, like in the eyeshadow. I don't think it looks bad at all. I think you just have to decide whether or not you like a glowy blush, and if you don't, then just use it as a blush topper or don't get it. You know what I'm saying? All right, let me finish this off and I'll be right back. Okay, you guys, I'm back. This is the finished look. I really, really like it. I do. I think I'm a fan of the blush, but I'll wear it a few more times before I decide. So to finish off the look, I used two liners. The first one is by ColourPop. On my top lids, it's called Wine Not, and this is just a burgundy liner. And on my bottom lids, I'm using the double-ended Charlotte Tilbury in Copper Charge. I use the matte brown, that one right there. Mascara, Mascara is the Melt Supernatural Lash Mascara. And full disclosure, y'all, this weekend I went and exchanged my Supreme Mauves palette because I didn't even touch it, but just after watching reviews and looking at my collection, I really missed out on comparing what I had, and I have it a zillion times over. So instead, I bought another Dior lipstick, and this is the shade Nude Style. And this is that velvet formula, y'all. Someone asked me to do a swatch party. It's coming, because I think I have like 10 of these lipsticks now. Different formulas, but still 10. All right, look, that's Nude Style. And I paired that with my Vive Rumor lip liner. So that's it, y'all. What do I think about this look? Love it. You can't go wrong with orange and green. They pair very well together. And I think that reddish burgundy shade on the outer corner really tied it together nicely. As far as the shimmers, they're beautiful. They work very well together. The mattes blended out. There was no muddiness. I can still see all three colors that I used for the mattes. And I love Sugar Cube. Now, Sugar Cube is the only duochrome that I've come across so far. So as I continue on with the looks, I'm gonna make sure that I use all of the shades in the palette so we can just see, you know, just what they look like and how they perform. Again, the blush, I think the blush is a winner if you like glowy looks. I think if you don't, you are not gonna like this. If you are oily and you already have oils coming out by the end of the day, you just might not wanna be extra shiny. If you don't like a shiny blush, just use it as a highlight and only use it in certain areas. I use it all over my face because I just wanted y'all to see. And that's it, y'all. So let's get into another look, and I'm gonna get to work in the meantime. All right, y'all, getting into look number 2 with our Sugar High palette. I was trying to think about which shades I wanted to use, and I kept saying the green, and I'm like, Cara, you already used the green. I really want to make sure that I use all of the shades in this beauty just so we can see just what they look like, you know what I'm saying? So let's do this. I think I wanna go for more of a pinky look today. Yes. I'm gonna go into the shade Yogurt Drop on a BK Beauty 201 brush. I really like to build up my eyeshadows, so I go into the pan a lot, but I'm only putting a small amount of shadow on the brush. Now this one I did not tap off. It's not really powdery or anything like that. And you can see that that's showing up with pretty much no effort. I'm just dragging it out a bit. And here's what we have so far. I think that went on just with ease. Next, I'm gonna go into the shade Snugglebug, which is a Glam Light tapered brush. I like this brush because it's still fluffy, but it's going to be able to concentrate the shadow more into the crease where I want to put Snugglebug. And we'll see how these layer together. I really like how Snugglebug is changing this look from being super pastel. I really like how this looks a lot with the purple. Okay, so next we're gonna go into the shimmer. I'm really excited. Taking the shade Sugary Sweet on a What's Up Beauty R106 brush, which you can see is a flat shader. And I'm just gonna spray it with setting spray. Ooh, wow, okay. That is a lot. Gonna concentrate, you know what? I'm gonna concentrate this. Oh, that is so pretty. On the front to middle part of the lid, that is a really beautiful shade. So you can see that this one is definitely a duochrome. It's got like a pink to purple flip, which is gorgeous. So this is really nice. It's like monochromatic, but I don't know. It's like next level, I think. I'm just really happy with how easy these eyeshadow shades work together, and like it is taking nothing to create this look. So the next shade that I want to use is the shade Ruby, which is the red. And I am going to spray that as well and blend it right into Sugary Sweet on the outer edge of my lid, or outer portion, blending it right over top. And I love how these two colors look when they merge together. That is really, really pretty. And that's what we're working with. And what I think I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna switch brushes to this little small blending brush. This is a BK Beauty A504 brush. What I wanna do with this is still using Ruby. I just wanna drag this out. This is also gonna be like my outer corner shade, and I usually don't do that with the shimmer, but why not? This shade is so pretty. I'm not putting much on my brush. I'm more so dragging out what's already there. I think that looks fantastic. All right, so what I want to do now is get into the lower lash line. I'm going to switch brushes again. I'm going to go into this flat shader by Bodyography Pro. I'm going to go into the shade Ruby again, which was this beautiful red shimmer metallic. I'm going to spray it, and I'm going to put this on the outer portion of the lower lash line, and that's going to tie in beautifully with the top. And then I'm gonna go back into Sugary Sweet with the same brush, and I'm going to do the remainder of the lower lash line with Sugary Sweet. And that's pretty much gonna be our second look. I'm in love with this look. I had no idea what I was going to do, but I love how this turned out. I really do. That is so beautiful. You know, every time I do a purple look, I fall in love with it, but I never pick out purples. All right, we need an inner corner. Hoyloit. Let's take this Morphe lip brush. Let's go into Nom Nom, which is this green. I think that's gonna be a very beautiful inner corner highlight. Now, I would say if you don't like colorful inner corner highlights, you could do Joey, you could do Yogurt Drop, you could do Sugar Cube, which I loved. But what I'm also thinking about doing maybe in the next look is actually using the Glow Blush. That's gonna be a great inner corner highlight, or you could just use any highlights you have. I'm going with the color today. I just think that's gonna give just a different vibe to the whole look. It's amazing how you can change up a look with something so small, because those little details really stand out. And y'all know I'm going to work, like I'm about to go to work. So this look really took nothing to put together. And if I wasn't doing a video, I know I could have done it even faster. So I'm really excited about that. Trying to decide, do I need a brow bone highlight today, or should we just leave it? Let's leave it. This is enough on its own. So that's what we've got. All right, you guys, I'm gonna finish this off and I will be back to let you know my thoughts. Okay, you guys, let's get into this final look. I am so into this one, and the green just really added the best touch to it. Let me tell you what else I added to the look to finish it up. For eyeliner today, I am using an old one. This is the Urban Decay 24/7 liner from Game of Thrones, my show, in the shade Dragon Smoke. Ooh, I need to know when Fire and Blood is coming on though, because I'm waiting. I've been waiting for like 4 years, 3 years. This might be a smoky gray, but it's a metallic. I love this one. I don't know what made me pull this out, because I usually don't do any type of black eyeliner. I guess this is gray though. I like it. I like it. It adds a little more drama to the eyes. I'm always worried that it's gonna make my eyes look small, but no. Mascara, still going strong with the Menagerie Cosmetics Supernatural Lash Mascara. For blush, I have another new one, y'all. This is the blush, I'm trying not to drop it, from Unearthly Cosmetics. This is in the shade Bloom. This is one of my favorites out of their new launch. So you can see it's got like a pink tone, but a little bit of coral in it. Yeah, it's like a coral pink. I did top it with our Best Buds Glow Blush. And for lips, I got another new one, y'all. This is by Gucci, and this is the shade They Met in Argentina. I could not resist this shade when I was in Sephora the other day. Look at that. That is, I love the shade. I love it. I will be setting my face with the Urban Decay Vitamin C All-Nighter Spray. And that's it. I do have on a ColourPop liner though too. It is the shade Bumble. So it goes really well with the Gucci lip shade. I love mixing, you know, like ColourPop and like luxury, Indian luxury. I love that so much. All right, y'all, what do I think about this look? I love it. I really, really love it. I just love how foiled and wet looking the metallics look. Even though all the metallics in this palette are not duochrome, the finish to them and the shine that they have, like I just love that. It doesn't always have to be duochrome or multichrome for me, but multichrome is definitely a great addition. So this shade, Sugary Sweet, that is such a pretty shade. And it's not a shade that I normally would care much about, but I'm really into it. So Let's get into one more look. I'll bring out indigo ink and then we'll finish up the video. All right, you guys, we're gonna get into the third and final look with the Sugar High palette. My little buzz ears on today. I already have on the Glow blush. If you can see it, it's glowy. Look at that. I'm a fan. I am definitely a fan of this. I love it. I know I look oily, but I think that's what I'm going for here. Okay, I am gonna try to play with colors that I have not used yet. All right, you guys, so the two colors I don't think I played with yet are the blues. Surprise, surprise. So what are we gonna do here? What a predicament. I have a bit of an idea. Going into Sweet Varieties on an Unearthly Cosmetics A5 brush. You look at my hand. All right, we're gonna just pat this into the crease and transition area. Drag it out as per usual. And the closer I get to the inner corner, the lower I try to bring the shadow down to create a little shape. Well, that's the plan anyway. Ooh, you know what? Pastels aren't so bad. Now, I already know that I'm gonna want this on the lower lash line, so I'm gonna do that now, just because that's gonna give me more of the vision. I'm gonna go back into Sweet Varieties on this Morphe brush. There's no label there. I used to love this brush, but now I hate it. It's scratchy, but it's gonna do what I need it to do. I'm just gonna leave it like this because I have a feeling I will put something else on the lower lash line with this. Okay, like that. I got my Charlotte Tilbury setting spray and I am gonna use the shade Falling with Style. I'm gonna take Falling with Style on this Lavish Cosmetics brush. And usually I use a flat shader, but this one it's not flat, it's more dense, but I think it's going to do well for what I wanna do with Falling with Style. And Falling with Style is way deeper than it appeared up close in the camera. Okay, y'all. Ooh. Oh, okay. At this point, I still have not swatched the palette, so look at that. Another wet shadow. Let's try to do a halo today. Let's try. And my clown self had the nerve to get on Menagerie last night and see if Flight Club was still in stock, but it wasn't. Because I just, every time I use one of these palettes, or like when I use the Squid palette again, Indigo Ink, I was like, oh my gosh, I just want everything. And that's kind of what I'm going for here. I'm just kind of winging this out a little bit. August Granddad's here. Here he comes. We saw him in the background. He's not grouchy today though. Well, at least not right now. That could change anytime. So now we have a predicament. I'm just not sure which shade I want to use for the middle of the halo. So pardon, that's Sugar Cube. Honestly, I was thinking about Nom Nom or Palette Protective. I used Sugary Sweet yesterday. Blue and orange or blue and green? What a predicament.
Destroy.
Oh my God, August is a clown. August, can you do me a favor and brush your teeth?
Oh, come on, yeah.
We're gonna go with Pouch Protective.
Ho, ho, ho.
All right, let's do that, y'all. I'm gonna use a Sigma lid shader, lid shader. Good morning. I'm gonna go into Pouch Protective, which is the orange.
Look,
brush your teeth first.
Tea.
It is tea. Look, you need to make sure your breath is all right.
Mark my words, or else.
You need to brush your teeth really good, buddy. And I'm gonna come heat up your lunch. Oh yeah, this was the right choice, I think. Best suggestion. Okay, it looks good. Okay, that's interesting. All right, I still want to use our green Nom Nom shade. So let's go into that. All right, so I was trying to have a little effect with Nom Nom under the center portion of the lower lash line, but I don't know if I like that. So I'm just gonna drag it over a little bit. Okay, inner corner highlight. Today, we're going to go ahead and use the Glow blush. Yes, we are. And I'm just gonna take the same lid shader. I'm gonna put this in the inner corner. Let's do a brow bone highlight too today, y'all, because this is like the grand finale. I'm going into the shade Cube. Well, let's see what that looks like first of all. Let's see. Oh yeah. All right, I think I'm satisfied with this look. I think I don't want to keep adding, but I wonder if we just took a little bit of. Okay, just one more shade. We're gonna take a little bit of Sugary Sweet. I really like that shade right here. I might be doing too much at this point. Let's just put a little bit under here too, cause why not? Ooh yeah, ooh yeah. Okay, hold on. I think we're onto something here. I am just lining the bottom with Sugary Sweet. Oh yes, yes. Okay, this is, ooh, okay. I think I'm into this. I think so. All right, I think I'm done. All right, y'all, there's our final look. All right, let me finish this off and I'll be back to wrap up this video. All right, you guys, back with the last and final look. Oh, I'm kind of sad. Not that I can't use it again, but you know what I mean. All right, so I took a thin layer of Sugary Sweet and lined my top lids, and I didn't put anything else on them. And on the bottom, I took a retractable eyeliner by NYX. It's in the shade Deep Purple, and you can see it's just a matte purple liner for the lower lash line, and I think it tied in really nicely with the Sugary Sweet that I put underneath as well. And then for my mascara, Menagerie Cosmetics Supernatural Lash lipstick. Oh, I had to make sure I have it because I have to take this with me. Velvet Affair by Lisa Eldridge with the matching liner. I'm making a pretty good dent in this one, y'all. Love this shade. It's one of my favorites in my collection. And that's it. I'm gonna set my face with the Urban Decay Vitamin C Spray. So let's just go ahead and finish this video up. First of all, I really like this palette and I like it better than I thought I would. I don't really go for rainbow type palettes, but based on my previous experience with Menagerie, I just knew it wasn't gonna be your basic rainbow palette, if that makes any sense. I'm certain they're gonna restock this because it sold out really fast. I know I didn't mention that in the intro, but Menagerie releases tend to really sell out. Now, this baby is still in stock. I checked this morning. Oh. If you haven't seen this palette, this is the Indigo Ink palette, y'all. I didn't even know what to do with a color story like this, but there are so many great shades in this palette. I do have 2 videos on this, so I will link them, but I don't even know what to say about this. Now, these 2 palettes compare in no way, shape, or form as far as I'm concerned. I think Menagerie has some really interesting color stories, and I am going to continue to familiarize myself with the brand as far as, you know, keeping abreast for further releases, because I have been so happy with these 2 palettes. I have been so happy. So that is all that I have for this video. The final thoughts, overall, I think the collection was great and the jury is in. I really do like the blush. I think it's really unique and really interesting, and it doubles as an eyeshadow, which is great. I think that Menagerie is a really inspiring brand, and I just love the little animal themes that they do. It's just, I love when I feel inspired by makeup, when I feel happy about it. I like when I look at a palette and say, like, how can I make this interesting, or what can I do different, or how can I work this color story? Like, that's what gets me. And these 2 palettes by Menagerie have given me that feeling. So that's why I'm gonna be on the lookout for more releases from them. Not that I need to add any palettes, but you know, if something speaks to me from Menagerie, most likely I'm gonna go ahead and get that. So that is it, y'all. Thank you so much for taking out some of your time and hanging out with me today. I hope this was therapy for you. It always is for me. So until I see you again, make sure you are being gentle with yourself, talk to yourself nice, stay safe, and I'll see y'all really soon. Bye.